Welcome to Duality Gamecast, sponsored by Gladiator Games. Today's episode, Roll for It.
Hello, welcome to Duality Gamecast. Today is a quick hit for Roll for It. Dad, how's it play?
Roll for It, the deluxe edition, is a pretty simple dice rolling number matching game. Every player has their own set of 6 colored dice, and the game comes with enough to accommodate 8 players. There's 2 decks in the game, a silver backed and a gold back. For 2 to 4 players, you're only going to pick one of those decks. For 2 to 8, you're going to blend them together. So you start the game by flipping over 3 cards from a deck, and then everybody rolls, see who goes first, and then that first player rolls their dice and assigns them to the cards. Each card has 2 to 6 dice numbers on it, and so for instance this one is a 5, 5, 6. I can assign any 5 or 6 there. If I am able to match every single number on the card, I win the card and score it. Setting aside, every card has a victory point total at the bottom. We are playing till 40 victory points. Pretty simple. William, what do you think of the art and component quality?
I think the art overall is clean for it. Basically the cards themselves are pretty much just the dice icons. With these ones have like little dragons, little fairies or something at the bottom of it. It's cute. It fits the theme. Overall, I think that's fine. There's not a lot to it. I think it's a step up from the non-deluxe version, so that part of it is deluxe. The dice, there's a lot of different variety. They all roll fine. I know that at least a couple of colors we had, the pips weren't filled in, so you roll like a 2, it looked like a 1 unless you actually looked at it, that type of a thing. You can get around that, but it was at least a little bit of a problem with us. Comes with a 10. This is everybody has their own opinions on 10s. You either like them or love them. And it comes with this little roll bag to hold all the dice. It's really sturdy. It's a really nice quality. It holds all the dice really well. It was a pain to get everything in here at the same time. You had to put the cards in, and then you had to get the dice in here, and then you wiggled them in a certain shape so they would fit around it. So that was kind of a pain. We eventually could get the lid closed, but just barely. But overall, I think the production quality of this, for being just a game with cards and dice are a little cheap, but still very functional, very nice. Good job. Dylan, what was your rating on this?
I'm gonna say pass because I had fun with this at first, but it turns out it's just something you can make from like paper, pens, and dice you already had. So yeah, I'm gonna say pass.
I'm gonna go with a like it. I don't hate it. It's completely playable. It's super simple. I was a little concerned with the game length for such a simple game. It's very random, so I think you could have different lengths of game pretty easily. But there's not enough game to justify the length, and it's not the best combination of simple and fun. You're rolling dice and putting them on a card, passing your turn. Not much else going on. So just a like it for me, not horrible, but not anything I'd rush out and buy.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with a pass. I think I'm with you on this, Dylan. After playing it, you kind of roll a bit like, oh, this is kind of fun, and you realize that it has the same complaints I have with Yahtzee almost. So there's even less choices, I feel like this one. It's like a toned down Yahtzee, if you can believe that. So when you're rolling, you're just like, well, I rolled 2 6s and a 5. That card has 2 6s and a 5. Yeah, I get it. Or you'll look and you say, well, I have a dice on this one. If I put a dice on this one, I don't have enough dice to complete either one of those now, so I can't put my dice there. There is a mechanic I think we skipped over. At the beginning of your turn, you can pick all your dice up off the table, so after you've committed something to a card, if later on you realize it's too hard, you can pull off, but yeah, it's a pass. It's a pass.
Hope this video helped you guys make your decision. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, Roll for It was a really simple game. So simple that we had kind of a mixed reaction to it. We'd love to know what's a really simple game that you guys still bring back to the table over and over again. We might review it, might buy it. We definitely want to hear your feedback. So leave it in the comments below. Click on me to subscribe, and thank you to all these people for helping out.